The dragon inhales with its ominous sucking sound, about to unleash fire upon us. An ominous sucking sound? Hi there, I'm Jules. Nice to see you. The word of the day today is prescription. You know, like what you get from the pharmacy? If you'd like to know why prescription is the word of the day, watch my next video and then read the description to find out. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we're doing that. Well, hey babes, today we're playing Blue Rose Reprise. So I know that visual novels are not very popular for me to play. I've noticed in my findings, but I love visual novels, so I just wanted to play them. So we're just gonna, okay. I might not play this again. This might be the only one, but I don't know. I think they're fun. It came out of nowhere. Boom! Ah! Watch out! To your left! Chaos erupts with an earth-shattering sound and the scream of someone close. The ground shakes beneath our feet and makes my heart skip a beat. A hostile and menacing presence watches over me, and I spin around to see the cause of this disaster. How did I not notice this? How did something like this sneak up on all of us? The source of the scream lies beneath the claws of the beast, blood pooling onto the ground. The monster thrashes on towards the rest of us without hesitation. Adal? Protect Lady Adal! I yell this above the chaotic noise of the battle while trying to locate the woman we are meant to protect. I see her a little ways behind me, desperately trying not to fall off her panicked horse. Keep together! Lena, get Lady Adal away from here! I make my way towards the woman, eyes fixed on the giant monster looming above us. The dragon opens its jaws, letting out a deafening roar before crushing another couple of soldiers with its tail. Then it turns its head towards Adal. Her horse stops in its tracks, front legs stiffly planted on the ground while it stares back at the predator. I can see it shake with fear, its hind legs alarmingly close to the edge of the cliff. She's trapped. Damn. I leap forward in an attempt to come between the dragon and Adal before it strikes and reaches her just in time, twisting around to face the monster as it moves in for the attack. Another Templar steps up by my side to help me get the woman to safety. Raw! He tries to dodge as the dragon snaps its jaws at him, but is caught in its claws instead, letting out a small cry before getting crushed. The dragon moves forward again before I can even see what happened to him. The battleground is chaotic as the dragon fights back with quick and measured movements. The others try to attack its flank and pull it away as I am the last one standing between the beast and Adal. The dragon inhales with its ominous sucking sound, about to unleash fire upon us. An ominous sucking sound? The dragon... Okay, I already read that. Another Templar lets out a war cry and thrusts his glowing sword into the dragon's thigh. With a yelp of pain and surprise, the dragon's head jerks back, releasing a puff of fire into the air. Even down here, I can feel the heat from the wayward flames. The dragon snaps its attention back towards its attacker. This is my chance. I rush forward, hoping to get a blow in. The dragon reacts way too quickly. As it twists its body around to improve its position, another claw lashes out to brush me aside. The impact between claw and steel fills my ears as I swing my blade up to block. Ugh. I stagger backwards, trying to create some distance between me and my enemy and take note of the situation. This isn't good. We already lost so many to its surprise attack and barely got in any hits ourselves. I had heard others tell of creatures like this, but seeing it in its flesh is something else, and fills me with a sense of dread at its sheer size alone. I cast a glance at the Templar lying on the ground near me. Is he dead? A doll. I take another quick look around to try and confirm her location, but I'm soon distracted by the dragon once more. The beast lunges forward again. This time the target is another knight on the battleground. It's Simon. No! My mind freezes as the dragon swipes down its claw towards the lone man, holding up his tiny sword in an attempt to defend himself. Before I know it, I'm already rushing forward in a desperate attempt to help, but I only manage to take one step before a wall of pain crashes into me from the side. The tail of the dragon hits me like a hammer. My mind goes blank, and I feel the ground disappearing beneath my feet. Any sense of up and down is lost as I sail through the air, the wind blowing against my face. What? But before I can finish the thought, my head is struck by something hard. Dead. Just dead. Dead. No. My head hurts. No, my entire body. I can hardly move. Cold fear crawls up my spine as the memory of what happened slowly returns. The monster. The others. I force my eyes open and try to move my arms so I can push myself up from the ground. Where am I? As I move my body upwards, pain shoots through my head, followed by a surge of nausea. With a moan, I touch it with my hand. My hair is wet and sticky. Crap. I see my own blood on the ground where I was lying. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Every part of me feels impossibly heavy, and yet I manage to rise to my feet through sheer stubborn will, staggering dizzily until I get close enough to the cliffside to lean my hand up against it. Then I take a closer look at my surroundings. I'm all alone. There are no traces of the others anywhere. A little further away, I spot my sword tossed inside in the tall grass. That's right, I fell. It's honestly a surprise that I'm even still alive. I fell a long way. I take a look at my hand. There's some blood on it from the wound on my head, but it seems like the bleeding isn't too serious at this point. Still, I can't stay here like this. Simon, is he... I shut my eyes and force myself to think of something else. I have to concentrate on getting out of here for now. Besides, I can't hear anything from up above. Maybe they've already moved on in order to regroup and get the ambassador to safety. Yes, if they made it, then that's what they would do. They may not know what became of me anyway. Ignoring the pain in my left leg, I slowly make my way to the spot where I lost my sword. Then I continue forward, hoping to find a way back up to the trail we were following before the ambush. If I can get that far, then I might somehow be able to find out where to go next. I stagger along like this for several minutes, trying to get to higher ground, but progress is slow, and the penetrating pain in my head only grows worse. For every heartbeat, a numbing wave rolls through me. No. I grind my teeth and try to ignore it, but little does it help, and soon my consciousness wavers as well. I can't. Not here. All strength and feeling leaves my legs, and I sink to the ground. Darkness overwhelms me. Dead. 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 Straight up dead. Day 1. Of death? Hey. It's a distant, muffled voice, as if someone is calling me from the other side of a thick curtain. Are you alright? Are you calling me? Hey. I don't know, I just decided it's a man. As I open my eyes, I find myself staring up at a ceiling. Where am I? I'm in a bed. I push myself up and look around. It's a small, humble room, and I'm all alone. Raising my hand to check on the wound on my head again, I feel the soft touch of a bandage wrapped around it. Who did this? Then I gasp as the memories return once again. The dragon's ambush and the chaos and desperation as we tried to rally and fight back. Knights crushed before they realized what was happening, and the deafening sound of the dragon's cries. The last glimpse of a person before I fell. Simon. I notice that my hands are trembling. What happened? As my confusion grows, a new thought makes me look around the room, with increasing panic. My sword! I don't see my sword anywhere. It's been taken. I'm interrupted by the sound of the door opening, and I look up to see a stranger enter the room with a tray. He looks up and meets my cautious stare. Oh, you're awake. He walks over to the bed and places the tray on the table. Upon it is some bread and a glass of water. I instinctively raise my guard towards the stranger, growing tense. My ribs still hurt, but I ignore the dull pain for now. Where am I? My house. He doesn't look at me while giving me this curt answer, but instead focuses on the second cup on the tray. It kind of looks like a tea. There's a small bag with something akin to herb powder, which he drizzles into the hot water. What is that? Your house? He finally turns to look at me as he finishes with the tea. Yes, I found you unconscious in the woods and brought you here. You almost died, you know. He speaks to me in a cold, uncaring manner, as if he couldn't care less if I had. Where's my, My gaze falls down on myself, and I realize that I'm wearing an unfamiliar white shirt. Underneath it is a glimpse of more bandages covering my wounds. What? Who? Relax, I'm not the one who changed your clothes. A woman did it, okay? I look up at him again as he hurriedly blurts out his excuse. Where's my sword? You're not even going to ask for my name or how long you've been here? My sword. He sighs and turns away to focus on the tray again. Not here. I don't want any weapons in this house. What? Eat this. There's some medicine in this cup, too. Make sure to drink it. Then he turns around and heads towards the door. Hey! But the door's already closed behind him. Once more, I find myself all alone, sitting in a bed in an unfamiliar room and full of questions. He took my sword away. Or did he just leave it in the forest? Can I trust him? I cast a glance at the cup of hot water standing on the table next to me. I have no idea what kind of strange powder he put into it. On the other hand, I don't imagine anyone would poison another so obviously. Either way, the smell of freshly baked bread makes me realize how hungry I really am. In the end, I take the bread and leave the tea alone. Dead! Straight up dead! Oh. It's late in the afternoon. For a while, I was searching the room to try and get a clear idea of my current situation. I considered leaving this place behind to go looking for my colleagues, but after a while, the pain in my ribs and head increased. I had to face the fact that leaving bed and heading out into the unknown now would be foolish. So I leaned back in bed, closed my eyes, and rest. The birds are still singing outside the window. I don't hear any other humans nearby, so it doesn't seem like we're in a town. Thinking back on the map that we were following through the mountains, this was supposed to be a wild, desolate place without any human settlements for miles. It would have taken another couple of days to travel across the mountains, and then a little more before reaching the next town. That's why we chose this route. It made it less likely for us to run into any enemies, but it seems that the wildlife here turned against us instead. While the deep and unsettling parts of the land are known to hold unexpected dangers and mysteries for those who venture unprepared, I had heard no mention of rumors or of anything like a dragon in these parts. Seeing such a creature is immensely rare in the first place, and not to be trifled with. The memory of the great otherworldly beast sends a shiver down my spine. Never have I seen anything close to that. There's a sound of a door opening and closing somewhere close. Is it the man who brought the food? The silence gave the impression that he had left the house entirely. Maybe he just got back. I strained my ears in an attempt to find out whether he's alone or if he brought someone else with him. It doesn't sound like there's anyone else. That's a relief. Before long, the door to my room opens again, and the man from before enters. I open my eyes and watch him cautiously. You didn't drink the tea. Where's my sword? Shut up about the sword already. I'm not giving it back to you. What? How dare you? Annoyed, he ignores my protest and walks over to the bed table to pick up the cup with the cold tea. If you don't drink this tea, the healing process will be much slower, and you'll have to stay here longer. I don't believe that's what either of us hope for. Maybe if I get my sword, I'll trust you enough to drink it. Maybe I won't trust strangers in my house enough to help them if they carry sharp weapons around. A moment of tense silence falls as I can only glare back at the stranger. Who are you? He watches me for a second, as if wondering why I suddenly changed my question like that. Finally, you ask something sensible. My name is Tobias. I live here. Where's here? The mountains. I believe you were already aware what area you were in when you collapsed. You live here alone? He breathes another deep sigh. Stop being paranoid. I'm not your enemy, and I'm not going to call anyone on you. Yes, I live here alone. As far as I know, no one else resides this far up in the mountains. How long was I sleeping? 3 days. I see. We both fall silent. Tobias glares at me for a moment as if waiting for something, then impatiently opens his mouth again. And you? What? You never found it appropriate to introduce yourself either. My name is Lena. Without bothering with a response, Tobias takes the tray and turns towards the door. I'll bring another cup of tea. Make sure to drink it this time. The door closes and I'm alone again. With a deep sigh, I lean against the back of the bed. Dead! Died! Day 2. The rest of the day passes. The next time he comes to my room, I reluctantly accept the tea from Tobias, and although it isn't the best I've tasted, there isn't anything particularly wrong about it. More hours go by, and my anxiety about this situation only increases with my inability to know what's going on outside these 4 walls. The next morning, I make the decision to get up and learn more on my own. Whatever answers the stranger might offer me, I know I won't be satisfied. By the time sunlight filters through the windows once more, I push myself out of bed. Attempting to stand on my right leg results in a jolt of pain, but eventually I manage to make my way to the door by moving slowly and with one hand leaning on the wall. Man, this is pathetic. Being weak like this doesn't really suit me, and I refuse to just lie still and wait. Then I notice something. Next to the door, a makeshift crutch made of a thick branch is leaning against the wall. The bark is freshly cut. It looks like it was made for me. I pick it up and continue. On the other side of the door is what looks like a small and simple kitchen. By the table in the middle of the room are 2 chairs. In one of them sits Tobias. You're up? Yes? You shouldn't be walking around. You're still hurt. I don't intend to lie there forever. Fine, take a seat. I was about to bring breakfast anyway. I sit in the chair opposite of him and watch as he brings some bread and cheese to the table. He also puts a kettle over the fire and soon pours me another cup of the strange tea. I send it another suspicious look as he places the cup before me. What are you doing up here all alone? I'm a hunter. That doesn't explain much. That's how it is. What an unfriendly character. But I honestly do want to know if you found any clues to what became of the others. If he is a hunter, then maybe he's seen these things when wandering about in the mountains. So, you were hunting when you found me? Yes, obviously. Have you... I hesitate. I'm still not sure how much I can trust this guy. You don't have to be so suspicious of me. I don't care if you come from one side or the other, or if you're a nun or a warrior. As long as you concentrate on getting better soon so you can go on your way, we can all be happy. With this outburst, Tobias rises from his chair and clears his plate off the table. He then grabs a bag near the door and turns his back to me. I have to go. Remember to drink your tea. The door closes and I'm alone. For a second, I just sit and stare at the door. What was that? What an idiot. As if I need help from that kind of person. He walked away without giving me a chance to respond, takes my weapon, and treats me like this. My head starts hurting again, making it hard just to stand. Probably because I let myself get riled up. I decide to return to my room. Dead! Dead? We've been traveling for 3 days on foot already. We brought only 2 horses with us into the mountains. One is carrying some of our supplies, while the other is used as transport for our client whenever possible. It really is quiet. Don't worry, my lady. We have advanced with a satisfactory speed so far. You'll be home soon. Yes, you're right. I stopped for a moment to take a closer look at our surroundings. Despite what I said to her, I can't help but feel terribly restless myself. Simon walks up to me. What is it, Lena? We're not supposed to stop for rest yet. Yes, I know. You don't seem too enthusiastic about this mission. No, sir, it's just... I shoot a glance at the woman riding the horse in front of us. If I may be honest, I don't believe this will change anything. I want to stay where I can make a difference. Simon sighs. This may very well make a huge difference for us, Lena. If we get our people on our side, we will gain a major advantage, especially if we make sure that Helen doesn't hear about it too soon. Somehow, I just find it hard to believe that she'll be able to convince anyone. Oh, that was me. Just kidding. Somehow... Oh, can I back it up? Okay. Somehow, I just find it hard to believe that she'll be able to convince anyone. Have some faith, Lena. There are some things that can't be solved with raw strength alone. She may not look like it, but she is a very influential ambassador. Her family has some powerful ties. Yes, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying something like this. It's all right. I know you, Lena. And if there is nothing I will ever doubt, it's your loyalty. Just remember that not everyone knows you that well. With that, he leaves me and rejoins the others. I just watch from behind as he takes the lead. Will this really change anything? There is so much dying in this. Dead. Day 3. The next morning, I head out into the kitchen once again, but Tobias has already left. I wonder what he does all day. I never expected to find someone so young living like a hermit all the way out here. Not that it bothers me. Staying alone inside the silent house does bother me, though, so I decide to open the front door and step outside for the first time. I lean up against the crutch that Tobias made for me and observe the area. The sun is shining again today, and a pleasant breeze brushes through the leaves and grass. This is truly the middle of nowhere. How far is this from the path where I fell? It will take forever to get back to civilization, especially while I'm still in this shape. I'm stuck. With a sigh, I decide to shove those negative thoughts aside. Instead of brooding about it, I should try and find out more about where I am. No use in wasting time like this. Tobias probably won't be back until tonight anyway. That's usually how it is. I start walking. It's the same picture. Not too far from the cottage, I ascend a small hill as I head further in between the trees. Soon the scenery opens up before me and I come upon a mountain lake in the forest. The short trip has already taken its toll on me. I lean up against a tree near the lake, silently cursing how weak I still am. I need to get better soon. I have to find out what happened to the others. In any case, I'll have to go back and report what occurred. Someone other than me has got to have survived. I bite my lip. Suddenly something catches my attention. Almost like a shadow, there was movement somewhere in the bushes in front of me. I scan the area. No sound reveals the presence of anything in the undergrowth. Was it just me? Again, in the corner of my eye, I catch a hint of something moving. I quickly turn my head, only for it to be gone. My heart starts beating faster and my body tenses as I prepare for whatever it is. It's probably just some animal living in the forest, but after the encounter with the dragon, I feel like I should keep my guard up. There, I hear a faint rustle in the bushes to my right, somewhere in between the trees. Slowly, I grab my crutch and advance towards the sound. I still can't see anything, but it continues to draw me in. I pass between the trees and leave the lake behind. Further ahead, I see another hint of movement darting between the bushes and follow it upwards. Is it teasing me? No, it must be my imagination. Before long, the trees thin out, and I soon find myself at the top of a slope which overlooks a valley nestled between the mountains. But the valley isn't empty as expected. I'm looking down at a small settlement in the distance. A village? There shouldn't be any settlements up here. It's very small, but it's definitely there. From here I can see people moving between the houses. It seems lively. For a moment, the sudden appearance of a village fills me with doubt. Have I strayed even further than I thought? Am I even still in Tonves? After a moment of hesitation, I finally decide to descend the slope. Dead. I I wander slowly through the village while watching my surroundings in disbelief. This place shouldn't exist. Some of the people I pass by are sending me curious glances, all of them obviously aware that I'm not from around here. Almost everything here looks new. Are these people pioneers of some sort? A shadow in the crowd draws my attention, a desolate figure who looks detached from the world around him. He just slowly passes through, unnoticed by the villagers, and they of no importance to him. The man lifts his head and our eyes meet across the distance. A smile surfaces on his face before he turns away and leaves the main street, disappearing out of sight. Okay. What was that? I take a careful glance around, wondering if there was something funny about me that would make him do that. Oh well. It's you! I jump a little at the clear voice calling out for me. As I turn around, I see a girl standing a few meters away, her eyes fixed on me. She soon approaches with hastened steps. Some of the people nearby look equally surprised as me by the fact that this girl appears to know me. Hello, I'm so happy to see that you're up and well. I was really worried when Tobias brought you in. I almost thought you wouldn't make it. Do you know me? Excuse me, I don't think we've... Oh, that's me. Excuse me, I don't think we've... Do you know who I am? Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Aaron. I helped Tobias take care of you when he first found you. I remember now that Tobias mentioned a woman changing my clothes, in spite of him later claiming that he lived alone. It must have been this girl. Thank you, Aaron. Sorry, Tobias didn't tell me about you, so I'm a little surprised. What? He didn't? That's so typical of him. Oh well, you're fine now, and that's all that counts. Where is he? I don't know. He left the cottage before me. I shoot another glance at my surroundings. I didn't know there were supposed to be any towns in these mountains. Huh? Oh, I see. Of course, he wouldn't have mentioned it. Suddenly, Erin nervously averts her eyes, as if just remembering something. Tobias said he was the only one living here. Is he part of the village as well? Tobias protects this place. He most likely never intended to let you know it existed. What's your name? Oh, right. I'm Lena. Welcome, Lena. Erin lights up a little and smiles at me. I hope you'll get better soon. If you ever feel like it, drop by my place and we'll make you something to eat. I nod and return a courteous smile. Thank you, Erin. You should be careful. Even though this is mostly a peaceful place, there are all kinds of dangerous creatures living in these parts. Usually they stay away from the village, but people like Tobias patrol the premises to make sure no one runs into a hostile animal. I'll be fine. Oh, my sister must be getting impatient now. I'm off. See you again, Lena. Erin waves and hurries off. I'm once again on my own in a strange little place, wondering what to do next. Where am I? It seems so new. A hidden village in the mountains? Wondering about this, I make my way down the road, watching life pass by around me. Almost everyone continues to stare at me. It's obvious that I'm a new face here, and it makes me uncomfortable. Close to the edge of the village, between two houses, a couple of children are playing. One of them is chasing around a hen. Marley, you're scaring it away. Mom will be mad at us. Shut up, I'll get it. Don't be such a spoil sport. Ah, look out! The hen dashes past the boy as he yells at his sister, heading towards the tree line. Ah, come back! What was that? Just as I'm about to move on, I feel an unsettling presence. I turn back to the children. Something moves in the bushes near the fleeing hen. Wait! I hobble after them with a pace that feels tormentingly slow. The boy has cornered the hen by a tree not far ahead. Huh? I told you I could catch it. He proudly moves forward to get a hold of the panicky hen, and there it is. The bushes behind the boy rustle, and something comes lunging out. Ah! Marley! My crude crutch is swung in an arc through the air, pounding into the attacking shadow. Whatever it is sent flying. The boy looks back at the spectacle, his mouth open in surprise. My crutch has been used as a mock-up sword, and I immediately lose my balance as I step down on my bad leg. Pain shoots through me, and I bite my teeth together in a hiss as I stumble backwards. But instead of falling to the ground, my back bumps into something. I feel my arms being caught from below, keeping me from falling over. Take it easy there. You don't look like you're in a state fit for jumping around like that. Huh? I open my eyes and realize that I've fallen backwards into the arms of a stranger. That was some swing. You alright? The teasing tone in his voice makes me frown in annoyance. Would you be so kind as to let go of me? The man grins at my complaint. Ah, so cold. Sure you can stand? He helps me up as I find my balance with the crutch. I turn around and see him more clearly. Still, that was impressive, even if it was only a small one. I wasn't fast enough to do anything about it. I didn't get to take a proper look at the thing before it was sent flying, but it was some sort of creature I didn't know with tufts of sandy fur and sharp claws. Probably one of the hostile animals Aaron was talking about. Considering its size, it had most likely only been aiming at the hen, not the boy. Had that really been the threatening presence that I felt? Could I have been wrong? That's when I noticed that the man is still standing there watching me. You're not from around here, are you? Well, I'm pretty new here myself, but I'm sure I would have noticed someone like you. No, you could say I just arrived today. I see. My name's Gavin. And you are? Lena. Lena, nice to meet you. It's not every day that you get to see a new face in this town, and excuse me for saying it, but I can't help but get the impression that you've had a rough start in these parts. He makes a small nod towards my bandages. It hasn't been an easy trip. Yes, well, I had some difficulties on the way here. He laughs lightheartedly. Wow, that was amazing. I look down and notice the two kids from before. The boy's holding the hen in his arms. Where'd you learn to do that, miss? Oh, that's you. This is the second time today someone calls out at me like this. Annoyed, I turn my head and see someone familiar between the trees not far away. Tobias. What are you doing here? His face is a mix of surprise and then anger as he hastily approaches us. This is the first time I've seen him riled up like this. You were supposed to stay in the cottage. You can't tell me what to do. I'll leave if I want to. You two know each other? Gavin looks both surprised and amused by this. Tobias shoots him an angry glare. You stay out of this. It's none of your business. None of his business? And what is this place? None of my business? What? You told me you lived here alone, that you alone had found me and brought me back. So what is this town? You're right, it is none of your business. All you have to do is get better and go back to wherever you came from. Your kind has no place here. My kind? Are you racist? Am I like a race of monster or something? Am I a human? Hey, aren't we going a little overboard here? Tobias, why don't you give the nice lady a break? You shouldn't be yelling at a woman when she's hurt. After shooting Gavin yet another icy stare, Tobias finally backs down. Fine, do whatever you want. And then he turns around and leaves on the spot. Oh my, he was certainly in a good mood. I just stand there looking in the direction where Tobias disappeared. Well, I guess it's about time we got back to town. What do you say? Gavin nudges the kids who've been watching our quarrel with wide eyes. Yeah, alright then. He turns back to look at me. What about you? Going to just stand there? Dead! I find myself in a small inn shortly after. Some of it looks like it's still under construction, but it's already in use. Gavin has us placed at a table near the wall when I see another familiar face approach us. Oh, there you are again. Just sit tight, I'll get you something good. You work here? My sister and I run this place, so just relax, this is on me. Erin disappears out of sight. Before long, she returns with 2 plates of dinner for us. Enjoy! Thank you, Erin. That's very nice of you. Don't mention it. Oh, by the way, did you remember to drink your tea? Tea? Yes, I believe I gave Tobias some tea for you. Oh, that. It's from you? My sister made it. She's really good with herbs and healing. If you drink it, you'll get better much faster. Thank you. I'll remember that. Erin just smiles and then returns to her duties. So the tea had come from her, too. You know Erin already? Oh, not really. It seems she was one of the people who helped me when I got hurt. I see. You strayed pretty far to end up in these mountains. What were you doing all the way up here? Looks like I shouldn't be asking that just yet. Oh well, everyone has his or her own reason for being here. Reason? Yes, isn't it obvious? This is a village full of secrets. He says this with a teasing smirk, as if merely poking fun of me. But he has a point. A hidden village all the way up in the mountains. I can't imagine why anyone would settle down in such a secluded place without a good reason. I'm still not sure what kind of place I've ended up in. So, what's your reason for being here? Mine? That's a good question. One I'm afraid I also can't answer quite yet. I watch him carefully. There's something about this guy that tells me to stay on my guard, but I'm not really sure what it is. Dead. I'm dead. Oh. At the end of the day, I return to the cottage. Tobias is inside. He's cleaning one of his hunting knives and doing his best to ignore my entrance. I'm not going to let him off that easily. Why? He finally looks up. Why what? Why didn't you tell me about the village? Because I did not intend to let someone like you know about it. Did you really believe you could bring me here and I wouldn't notice? If you're so against some of my kind being here, then you should have left me lying where you found me. Trust me, I'm beginning to believe I should have. This man is pissing me off. Ever since I got here, he's acted this way towards me. I'm seriously beginning to doubt why he even bothered saving me in the first place. Then give me my sword and I'll leave. Leave? He jumps from his chair. Walk out in that condition and you'll die. If you're just complaining about your things again, I already put them in your room for you. Good. With that, I immediately turn around and head for the bedroom, not sparing him another glance. Just as promised, I find all my lost items on a chair. My sword is resting on top of my damaged uniform. I pick it up and just watch it in silence. It might seem strange, but this sword contains an important part of me. Only when it's here with me do I feel secure. What a sentimental way of putting it. I put the sword aside with a sigh and take a look at my uniform. It's in bad shape after my fall from the cliff. Most of the bloodstains have been removed. Apparently Tobias or Erin washed and fixed it for me. Most likely Erin. I can't imagine Tobias doing that much for me. Looking through my things, I realize that one thing is still missing. My dagger. I probably lost it in the fall. The polished surface of a shield-shaped emblem catches the light and reflects the symbol of the rose engraved on its front, the proof that I am a Templar. The other side of the emblem is blank and smooth. I watched the untouched surface in deep thought. This is where the symbol of my family was supposed to be, as the crests of every other Templar have been engraved in their emblems for identification. I remember seeing Simon's emblem once, thinking how beautiful his family's crest had been, immortalized in silver. A blank page. Looking at my emblem always reminds me of this. This little trip wore me out more than I initially thought. My head is hurting again, and I'm feeling awfully tired. I don't feel like going out and talking to Tobias again, so I put my emblem back in its place and decided to lie down on the bed to rest for the evening. Dead. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. I don't know if I'll keep playing this. If people want me to keep playing this, then I definitely will. As always, anything that I play, if people want me to keep playing it, I will. I don't think I'm gonna keep playing this. I like visual novels, so I always like to try them out, you know. Thank you so much for playing with me. I hope you had fun, because I definitely had fun. Please like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And I will see you later.